according to the crystal balls on 24/7, Emoni Bates to Memphis is gaining steam. The steam, I don't think it's gaining steam. I think the steam has been gained.
Yes.
I think they possess the steam. The
It's
steam
a
is
ball
now
of steam.
possessed.
Yes.
What they're going to do with the steam, we will find out soon enough. When we did our last podcast, Tate, I talked about Emoni Bates suddenly like putting out.
We talked about his top four.
We talked about a little stuff. 24/7. Because I remember polling. I remember talking about the rankings are bullshit and all that, and I had the rank. I was looking right at it. Emoni Bates was 100% according to Crystal Balls.
It sounds like the sister of Lonzo.
Crystal Balls.
She's like tipped in edits.
She's the dancer that was at the Louisville.
She knows all the players. She just knows what's going on.
She was at the Louisville party that got Patino fired. According to Crystal Balls, can we get her on the phone, Jim? Call Crystal Balls. Get her on the phone. On Monday, Emoni Bates was 100% pro. Whether that was G League, Overtime League,
Any league.
Australia, China,
Euro League,
I don't know. You name it.
Yeah.
LSU.
He'll play there. If
LSU,
you pay that man, he'll play there.
LSU. You name the pro situation. Emoni Bates was pro. Fast forward, Tate, as of this recording, it is Thursday evening here on the West Coast. Emoni Bates, I'll double check it. I had it written down, but let me just check it live for the people.
Yeah.
24/7
Friday the
basketball
13th.
recruiting.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get a live update because it's 6 out of the 10 crystal balls posted have Emoni Bates going to Memphis.
Wow.
It is flipped, and not only and there's also this. There are 4. So there's 6 going to Memphis, 4 going to pro, whatever pro is. 2 of the 4 are Michigan State guys who probably are just like, no, he's definitely going pro because he told us.
Yeah, he told us he's not going to college.
Yeah, he said he's not going to college. There's no way he would go to Memphis, right? There's no way. Long story short, Emoni Bates is going to Memphis.
Yes.
This is happening.
Yes. I mean, the last time we did a show, as we talked about it, I had been told, like I said, by a source, that Emoni Bates, I had been told in passing, like it was a foregone conclusion. Everyone knew it, that Emoni Bates would be coming with Jalen Duran. And both of these guys were going to make them the #1 class. Penny is back, yada, yada, yada. And I took that a little bit with a grain of salt because, it's just one of those things. I was in the camp of, there's no way he would tell Tom Izzo and Michigan State and, all these other people in his camp.
Right.
He's definitely going pro. But when I thought about it more, it makes sense because why go pro to the G League and make $100 and some thousand when you can go to Memphis and make $300,000?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that, the math checks out. You make more money. You also have name, image, likeness, so you can make even more money than that offer. So let's say if you're Emoni Bates and you're Jalen Duran and you go there and you guys are superstars, you get the Fab Five treatment. You are, R.J. Barrett and Zion 2.0.
Yeah.
You can make some good money. You maybe make $1 million in Memphis.
Yeah.
And I heard Jalen Rose, he went on Jalen Jacoby, and he said, if I'm FedEx, which is based in Memphis, I want to sponsor these 2 kids for their first year. And I'm FedEx, and I drop $1 million offer. And I don't know if that's going to happen, but the fact that Jalen Rose said it means that someone at FedEx, or someone had put that in the ether that's possible. You know what I mean?
Say what you want about Jalen, but he is he has influence on young basketball players.
Yes.
To where I wouldn't.
Where
be,
all of them are named Jalen.
Yeah, exactly, exactly. No, Emoni Bates was watching Jalen say that, and he's like, "It's a good idea. I should do that."
Yeah. No, I mean, I think. It was
Whereas when you and I say shit, no one's listening. Care.
But it is funny because I had heard on Tuesday, like I said, from a source that he was going to Memphis, and then Jalen Rose on Wednesday goes on TV and basically talks about it as if it's a foregone conclusion that he's going to go to Memphis. So it does feel like all signs point to Emoni Bates going to Memphis, and that begs the question: if you're a Michigan State fan, how much do you hate Emoni Bates? Because he was born in Ann Arbor.
Dude.
You know this. Like, he was born in Ann Arbor. And I like that he never considered Michigan, because that would be nice as a Michigan State fan. But the fact that he was born in Ann Arbor and then does this to your program, does this to Tom Izzo, I mean, this is...
Dude, he did
you
not...
have to hate him forever.
Yes. He did not just commit and decommit, which is, you could debate that. A guy commits, decommits, he wants to reopen his commitment.
But this
as a fan, you're going to be
the commitment.
Yes,
for Izzo.
as a fan, you're going to be upset. But if you're not a fan, you're like, calm down. Like, you don't have any right. The kid's making the decision best for him. I think where Michigan State fans have a great case, Tate, is that Emoni Bates, when he committed, he used the word loyalty like 12 times.
Yes.
in his interview with Jay Harris on ESPN when him and his family put on the Michigan State hat. He talked about how Michigan State had been recruiting him since he was in 7th grade. Since I guess with the implication being he wasn't apparently a runaway #1 guy back then, like he is now. And by #1, I mean
I love how every
number
#1 recruit has like a moment in time where they're like, nobody believed in me. And it was like, yeah, you were in 5th grade. no one thought that this 5th grader was going to shock the world. You know, like Jordan, it was like he got cut from his high school team in 10th grade. You know, like that's a little bit of a story. But like these kids are all trying to grasp that story. They're like, yeah, my 4th grade teacher in PE, she told me I couldn't play. You're like, yeah, because you're probably late to class or something.
Dude, there is, if you listen to professional athletes, there is a massive overabundance of guidance counselors and teachers who are telling kids that you won't amount to anything.
Yeah,
in this
I know.
country.
Who are these teachers?
Oh, yeah,
I've never met these teachers.
Gotta talk to these teachers. But he talked about loyalty. He talked about Michigan State had been recruiting him forever.
Yeah.
The phrase I think he uses, he's like, I'm big on loyalty. They have been loyal to me, and I got to show them some love back. This was a thing. His dad, when he was talking about Emoni committing to Michigan State, mentioned loyalty.
Yeah. Loyalty to me sounds like money. You know what I mean? If you just replace loyalty with money, you know what I mean? Then everything is like it checks out.
I think Michigan State fans bought into that, and then when he committed at the time, I remember like the general idea was that's great, that's cool,
but there's no way
he's going to actually play.
Exactly.
Whether he goes, he's going to end up going to the G League, or maybe the NBA will change the rule to where he can go straight to pro in 2022.
Exactly.
So like Michigan State fans kind of knew he probably is not going to come to Michigan State. So even when he decommitted in May, I think it was like May 1st at the end of April, start of May.
Yeah.
There was still a sense of like, we knew this was coming. I don't understand why you committed just to decommit like a couple months later, but we kind of knew this was coming. But
again, he reclassed, so we should have more time. We should have more of a runway into his decision. But then he decides to bump up a class, and he also decommits, and then that gets you really thinking about it.
Yeah, and then suddenly you're like, wait, what? And the wheels start turning, and then all of the like, I saw this coming. Suddenly, we did not see this coming at all. And
to give an example, this would be like if LeBron James had come out in 2001 after he goes to ABCD camp and shocks the world and shows he's the best player. He comes out and says, "I'm going to Ohio State," but we all know that he's going to go to the NBA.
Right.
And then as it's approaching the 2003 draft, there's another kid, Carmelo Anthony, that's going to Syracuse, and he says, I want to play with LeBron. And LeBron says, you know what?
I'm going to Syracuse.
I'm going to bump up a year, and I'm going to go with Carmelo, and I'm going to go to Syracuse. You know what I mean? That is the implication here. Hey there, thanks for watching Titus and Tate. For the full friend of the program experience, subscribe right below and come join us for all things college basketball. The action is heating up. Come join Titus and Tate.